go to the back. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's hard to.
I would like to ask you a question about the school shooting, but before that, I want to ask you a quick one about the FDA and the baby formula shortage there. It's lasted months, and we're not just talking about baby formula either. There are infants, children, and adults with different metabolic disorders who are risking permanent irreversible damage the longer they go without special formulas that are manufactured at Abbott Nutrition. I'm wondering, does the president have confidence in the FDA's ability to deal with situations like this? And as he's been monitoring the situation, does he still have confidence in his FDA director?
Yes, and yes. So the FDA has an important mission, right? Is to make sure that the infant formula on the shelf isn't just available, but also that it's safe. And as a parent, I understand the frustration. I understand the fear of not knowing if you have safe and healthy food, baby formula in this case, for your kids. Unlike Republicans in Congress and the previous administration, the president believes that FDA and particularly its food division needs to be well resourced to do its critical work and do regular annual inspection. So we have to just take a little bit of give me a second here. Take a step back. The current shortage exists because Abbott closed, as you know, a facility in Michigan due to safety concerns from the FDA. A facility that was a major producer of specialty formula, as you're asking me about, right? And so FDA has an obligation to protect the American people, and that's what Dr. Califf is going to be doing at the helm. But go ahead. You have a follow-up. Go ahead.
Second question. We've been having a lot of conversations about specifics when it comes to mass shootings, whether it's red flag laws or background checks. Getting down to brass tacks, though, what does the president believe at this point is the purpose of the Second Amendment? And does he think that, given some of the tragedies that we've seen, that there should be a discussion about its ultimate purpose and whether or not it's currently in date?
So the president's been very clear. What he is calling for is common sense gun reform. That's it. He's calling for common sense gun reform to make sure that if you go to a church, you go to elementary school, you go to a grocery store, that you're not gunned down. That's what he's asking for. We're not talking about the Second Amendment or doing anything to get rid of the Second Amendment. We're talking about making sure 19 kids and 2 teachers died. That's the second major mass shooting that has occurred in 2 weeks. And that we're not even talking about the crime that we see, the gun violence that we see across the country on a regular basis. So we have to make sure that we have gun reform. That's why we're calling on Congress to act.
Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead, April.